The last section for the web-based training project for pure water of San Leandro pertains to filtration change. First of all, pure water of San Leandro has a 9-stage reverse osmosis filtration system, with the first filter being granular activated carbon filter, removing chlorine, chloramines, and other unwanted tastes. It also filters out carcinogen and any bacteria that may be present in the water. The second filter is the dual alternating softeners. This process automatically removes the trapped contaminants within the filter bed and washes them down the drain. The third filter is the 20 micron absolute filter, which removes particles larger than 5 microns. 20 micron filter has 20 micron holes. It starts out by filtering everything in the 20 micron range. These are spun or wound cartridges. As they get used more, the holes get smaller and smaller, and it will filter out smaller particles until it is filtering out particles in the 1 micron range. The fourth would be the 5 micron absolute filter. An absolute 5 micron filter will guarantee to trap all particles 5 microns in size and larger. This process removes the smallest particles and faster. The fifth stage is the dual reverse osmosis membranes. This is the heart of the system. The water here is forced at 200 psi through a semi-permeable membrane. This cleans water one molecule at a time. It separates oxygen and hydrogen molecules and forms a pure water droplet. This process leaves behind dissolved fluoride, microorganisms, pesticides, and salt. The sixth stage is the protected storage, sealed storage tank, which has a 1 micron air filters. Water is stored in a 4-gallon NSF certified tank, in our case a 200-gallon tank. The water is polished on the way to the faucet with a granular carbon post filter. The seventh is the carbon block post filter, which removes odors or tastes that may have been absorbed in the polyurethane tanks. The filter is consistently changed 3 to 6 months for better quality and taste. The eighth is the 1 micron absolute filter. Consistently removes cryptosporidium. This keeps the water pure and free of all bacteria and or fungi, including the cryptovirus. Our tanks are circulated and injected with ozone gas, which permeates the water. This is a natural form of disinfecting that kills 99.99% of all bacteria. Then the ninth stage is the high output ultraviolet. This is the second form of disinfecting, and if FDA only requires this one. Just first of all, getting to know the system. On the left we have the process controller, which states the hours of machine total operation, and on the right side, just in case if we needed a sample, there is the sample valve to remove water from the system. Additionally, on the left we have the post filter pressure, feed pressure, and the membrane pressure, and on the right the permeate flow and the concentrate flow. These have to be regularly regulated to make sure that the levels are in range. Additionally, we have 3 200-gallon water tanks on the left, and on the right this blue container actually contains sea salt, and a certain level of sea salt actually has to be maintained in the container in order to retain humidity in the actual filtration room. To begin the entire process, you have to first of all make sure to turn off all power. Then, once the power has been turned off, then close all hoses to begin the filtration process, so no water squirts out when you're actually in the process. Once the system is shut down, the UV light, which is changed once every 12 months, the ultraviolet sterilizer, which regulates the UV light on a 12-month cycle of 30 days per month. Once the ticker, which is shown currently at 6 months, the 06, reaches 12 months, then the UV light will have to be replaced. Additionally, there is a UV filter in the 24-hour vending machine as well. That has to be changed once every year as well. The four different filters that we consistently change on a 3-month or a 6-month basis are the 1 micron absolute post filter, the carbon block post filter, the 5 micron pre-filter, and the 20 micron pre-filter. After shutting down the system, as the squiggly arrows indicate the trajectory to the left, twist the filters to the left and make sure to have a bucket or rags, some dry rags, because water has a tendency of leaking out when the filters are opened. Once you have opened up all these filters, replace the old filter with the new one. Make sure to wash the casing before inserting the new filter. This is very important because we wouldn't want any residue from outside to enter into the filtration process. The last step of the filtration process would be to flush out the entire system. Although this is very time consuming and ultimately seems to be a waste of at least 600 gallons of water, the entire system has to be flushed out in order to receive pure water. And that would be the entire filtration system change for pure water of San Leandro.